Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Emmanuel, and today we're going to be learning how we can build a very beautiful yet complex animation using the match geometry effect. Now this design that we're going to be building is really common across multiple Apple apps, for example, in music, and we're going to see how we can do this very easily. So if you're excited, let's jump right in. Now, in order to not bore you with a lot of unrelated code, I've gone ahead to create a starter project, and I'm going to walk you through what is happening here. But first of all, let's see what this does. So here we have a simple header view. And then when I click on this, we see a card view. All right. So what I want to happen, so I click here, toggle, and it's basically just changing state. Now, what I want to do is to have a more fluid animation here. So when I click, I would prefer that this would morph into this, which is what we're going to be achieving with the match geometry effect. So yeah, let's see what is happening. So here I have the body, and nothing here should be new to you. We have a condition here that basically holds the state. So whether to show the header or the card. So here, if it is expanded, we just show the header. If it is not expanded, we show the card. And then we are basically toggling this whenever the Z stack is clicked. Okay. Now looking at the header, what we have is very simple. So here we have a circle right here, a circle with width and height, and then we have a text, right? Search. We have a spacer just so that it goes all the way to the left. And nothing new happening here. We have the background, some padding, just so it looks exactly like this. And then when we go to the card, you would see that we have a circle. This time the circle is a little bit bigger. And then we have a text. And now we have one more element here, another text that just says find anything instantly. And again, we have a background. All right. So this is very simple, nothing magical happening. Now the question is, how exactly can we make the transition to be a little bit more beautiful? Now what we can do first of all is right here in our toggle, we can toggle with an animation. So we just say with animation, and we can specify spring, for example, and wrap this like that. Dot spring. Now when we do this, we should see some kind of animation. So you can see that now what it does is that it basically fades the view out. So it goes out while it fades the card view in. All right. So this is the animation we have. Now, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, it would be beautiful if we can have both of them act as one view, right? So when I click on this, I want this to basically morph into this one, because you can see that the elements are exactly the same. We have this, and we have this, search, the same, right? So how can we achieve that? It's really simple. Now, what we need to do is to use the property modifier called the matched geometry effect. And we need to add this to each view that we're trying to basically match. Now, when we look at this view, let's start with the circle. This circle is this one, right? This block of code is this circle. And then we want to match this, or basically link them with this one, to link that with this one, right? And this one is which one? We scroll all the way down here, right here. So how exactly can we tell SwiftUI that both of these should be treated as the same? To do that, we need to just simply say dot match geometry effect. And you can see that this requires two properties. First of all, is an ID. Now this ID is going to tell SwiftUI the exact view that this is. So we basically just is used to identify that view. We also need to pass in a namespace, which is going to tell SwiftUI in what category this animation should run. All right, so you can think of it as grouping animations. So here we're going to need to create a namespace, because this namespace has to be shared across all of the places where we are going to be matching geometry. So it's very simple. I just have to say add namespace and then private var, and I can call this animation. And then I'm going to use this right here. And then for the ID, I can go ahead and could also go ahead and create an ID if I wanted to, but just for the sake of the tutorial, I'm just going to come right here and call this circle. All right. So now we've created this. Like I said earlier, we have to match this or basically connect it with the other view. So the other view in this case is this circle. So we come here and paste this. Now, when we've done this, SwiftUI, whenever we click on this, is going to try to remove this, or it's going to remove the header and then add the card, right? So while it's doing this, it's going to see that it has to match the geometry for this circle with, which will be removed, with this circle. And then it's going to do it and figure out how it should animate and just morph. It's really beautiful. So let's see what that looks like. So now I'm going to click on this and we see that the circle is able to move from here all the way to here. So click again, click, but then you would notice that there's something weird happening here. So there's a circle and a small circle there. And that's because we have this match geometry effect after the frame. So this is something that we also have to keep in mind, that we have to match the geometry effect before we modify the frames. So I do that here, and here I also move this upward. And when we do that and we click, then it's perfect. So we click and you can see just how easy this was to do, and it's a really beautiful effect. It feels like there's one view that is going from the header all the way to the card, just like that. And so this is basically how to do it. Let's go ahead and do the same thing to the search text, so that this also goes from here to here, because you can see that this there's no other relationship. It's just this one that goes, everything else just fades out and fades in. So how do we do that? We can basically just copy this because I'm lazy. And then we paste it here for the search. We can call this text. And then I copy this right here to search and I paste. And by doing this, we should already have them connected. So I click and you can see that the search moves just like that, right to the exact correct position. And this is really, I love it so much. It's so easy to just keep doing it. So we can do the same. You can see that the background also does not morph. It just goes out and goes in. And since we have the element the same in both pages, it makes sense to use the matched geometry effect. So we can do that very easily by copying this, going over to the background, which is the rounded rect. And then we match this. We can call this BG. It's in background. And then we go to this background right here, and we do the same thing. And with that, we should be able to click on this and it morphs. Just like that, really simple. And if you remember, like, you can just open up your Music app and you would see that we have effects like this everywhere. There are different apps that have the same effect, and now you can do the same thing very easily in your own app. If you found any value in this, if you liked it, then please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, and see you guys in the next video.